Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tony Jennings with the live report. I'm here again with this time a preview of the division, the NFC South. You know, four teams, four different men, two former Super Bowl champions in this division, both very stellar opponents. Uh, one of the Super Bowl winners is a multi-time champion, and I have the privilege of bringing you guys this division preview today. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the action, shall we? All right. So, first up, Saints owner. Hold on, because the Saints owner is a new user. All right, Red Hunter. All right. Don't know much about this guy. This is gonna be his first time in the league, first time in that division. So hopefully he'll be able to navigate the division, make some precise trades, bring in some great draft stock, and hopefully compete in the NFC South. He's got at quarterback Spencer Rattler, Tyler Show, and Jake Hayner from Fresno State. All right. Running back, he's still got the superstar Alvin Kamara. He's got Cam Akers, uh, Kendre Miller, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So he's definitely got some running backs over there. As for wide receivers, he's got Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed. Brandon Cooks is back over there. Donovan Peoples-Jones, Cedric Wilson Jr. So he's definitely got a few pieces on offense. Interested to see what he's going to do with Tyson Hill. Because Tyson Hill seems to be that gadget guy. This guy used to play quarterback. They used to line this guy up at quarterback, tight end, running back. So we'll see exactly what he does. Juwan Johnson, Foster Moreau. He's got a bunch of guys over there. Defense wise, he's got Granderson, Cameron Jordan, still tall. Um, Demario Davis is still over there, great linebacker. Pete Warner, cornerback. Kool-Aid McKinstry, huh? Old Kool-Aid from the A is over there. So that might be an inquirement to try to get. Great safety Justin Reed is over there as well. So we'll see what the Saints can do to, you know, relegate and navigate the division. All right. Next, we're going to go to the Carolina Panthers that is ran by user Rainwater. Now, Rainwater had been in the franchise last year and I believe the year before. Um, you know, very divisive player. Uh, we will also see with this young team if he can bring in some talent, recruit some talent, not recruit, I'm sorry, this isn't college. Draft some talent, get talent through free agency, and build this team up to be one of the powerhouses in the NFC South. At quarterback, he's got Bryce Young from the A. Chuba Hubbard, Rico Dowdell, Jonathan Brooks, Trevor Etienne from Georgia, the running back. Him and Chuba Hubbard, they should be splitting carries over there. Now, his wide receiver room is pretty robust, pretty thick. You got the veteran Adam Thielen, you got Tatora McMillan, 6'4" rookie from Arizona, you know, kind of Mike Evanish, Mike, Mike Evans ish. You got Xavier Legette from South Carolina, Coker, Renfro, and Jimmy Horn Jr. from Colorado, the rookie. All right, so he's got a nice little wide receiver room at tight end. Jatavion Sanders, you know, 6'4", 71 rated, 83 speed. You know, nothing to shake a stick at. You know, um, defensively, let's see what they got over here. You know, they got some solid pieces. It's a nice young team to work with. You got Derek Brown, 95 rated superstar defensive tackle. He's definitely going to be causing problems up that middle. You know, then you got Chris Barnes, you got Rosenboom, then you got Jace Horn at corner, Mike Jackson, Caleb Evans, uh, Charles Smith Wade. You know, so Trayvon Morig, 6'2", TCU safety, 82 rated, 90 speed. So he's definitely got some pieces over here, and we're going to be interested to see exactly what he's able to piece together with these Carolina Panthers. All right, moving on. We're going to go to Hotlanta, the Atlanta Falcons, ran by user Kopi, who won the last inaugural Super Bowl in last year's GFSSL League. Uh, I forget his quarterback. Um, it was some crazy name, some crazy guy. He was 99 rated. I don't know how Kobe did it. You know, maybe he was cheating or something or using edits. I don't know. But Ron Mexico, yeah. What the who? What? The guy was a porn star or something. I don't know. Anyways, all right. So looking at his team, he's got young Michael Penix Jr. You know, 1 year pro. You know, he's interested in taking the team over. You know, Kirk Cousins is definitely going to be riding the bench, although he might be able to use Kirk Cousins to trade. Bijan Robinson, 92 rated, along with Algier. You know, two great running backs. Drake London from the USC, superstar. He's got Darnell Mooney, McLeod, DJ Shark Jr. You know, he's definitely got some wide receiver pieces over there. Highlight of the receiver core room, though, is definitely going to be Kyle Pitts. 78 rated, 90 speed, 6'6". The guy's a beast, and he's going to be a handful to try to check over there. Let's go to this defense. Now, you got one rookie, Jalon Walker, defensive end, left edge, right? Then you go to the right side, and you got James Pierce Jr., other defensive edge. Atlanta paid two first round picks for both of these guys. So they hopefully they should be able to apply pressure to teams with both of those great edge rushers that they have. As you can see, Divine Diablo, you know, nice will linebacker, 88 speed, 73 rated. They got AJ Terrell Jr., superstar, 88 rated. Clark Phillips, Mike Hughes, Mike Ford Jr., D. Alford, you know, so they got some pieces in that cornerback room. Jesse Bates the third, 95 rated free safety. He's shutting things down. Uh, you know, so like I said, this guy, he's won a Super Bowl. He goes to the playoffs. He puts things together. You know, he gets what he wants in free agency. He definitely drafts what he wants. We'll see if he can be a repeat champion in the NFC South. And last but certainly not least, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, ran by user Rio. Now, this guy is a multiple Super Bowl champion. Uh, he definitely won Super Bowls last year with the Baltimore Ravens, uh, as he did the year before as well. Um, can't really think of what team he had in 24, but I can tell you he's won multiple Super Bowls. uh, and he enjoys uh, putting up points because I mean his PlayStation Network name is I Score Points. Like, what the fuck is that? You um, but yeah, he's a great competitor. He makes smart, sensible trades. Doesn't do a lot of trading, but this year, rumor has it, through emails on the desk, that he's definitely willing to dump a lot of bodies off of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but for the right price and for the right players. Right. So, quarterback, he's got Baker Mayfield, Teddy Bridgewater backing him up, and Kyle Trask at third string. 1 year pro, Bucky Irving, running back. Still got Rashad White at running back as well. So, there's that room. The wide receiver room still has Mike Evans, Chris Godwin Jr., new rookie Emeka Ubuka, Jalen McMillan from last year, Trey Palmer, Sterling Shepard. So the wide receiver room is pretty full. It's got Cade Otton at tight end. Offensive line definitely has one of the best left tackles in the league. Um, Defense, he's got Hassan Reddick over there. Yaya Diaby. Vita Vea still going strong in that middle, 93 rated, 30 years old. Mike linebacker still has Levante David, still kicking the dirt off the tires with that guy. Anthony Walker Jr., he's over there. At corner, Jamal Dean, Zion McCullum, Benjamin Morrison. So, Jacob Parrish, the rookie from Kansas State. So, hey, he's definitely got some pieces on that defense. Antoine Winfield Jr., right? Teague Smith. He's got pieces on offense, pieces on defense. I'm very interested to see who he's going to trade off and what is he going to what is he looking for? What is he bringing back? What type of value is he looking to bring back to his team to try to make it to another Super Bowl? All right. And that's a preview for the NFC South. Now, again, great competitors, and we're going to see what happens and how it all goes